Hi! Today on Araw-Araw Filipino, we will continue to learn about enclitics, this time with a focus on the words kaya, yata, and pala. For several lessons now, we have been learning about enclitic particles or mga katagang enclitiko. In the Filipino language, these are short words that do not usually stand on their own nor have a meaning of their own, but when we use it, it adds nuance and context to a sentence. In yellow are the words that we have already learned, and the links to the lessons to these words will be in the description below. Our focus for this lesson will be the words kaya, yata, and pala. Let us begin with the word kaya. We use this to express doubt, possibility, or a rhetorical question. Now, kaya should not be mistaken for another Filipino word which is kaya. Let me show you an example to explain the difference. Can Jack do this? Kaya ni Jack gawain ito? Did you hear the difference in pronunciation? Kaya, kaya. Now, can or capability is kaya, whereas kaya is expressing doubt about that capability. Do is gawain, this ito. Could it be difficult for him? Mahirap kaya ito para sa kaniya? Could be is kaya. Now this is not a direct translation, but both could be and kaya expresses doubt. Difficult, mahirap. For, para sa. Him, kaniya. Wouldn't Jane be better at this? Hindi kaya mas kaya ni Jane ito? So, wouldn't, hindi kaya, you are expressing a doubt or even the possibility that Jane might be better at the task. Better, mas kaya, meaning to say more capable. Now let us look at examples using kaya to express the possibility of something. I wonder what the weather is tomorrow. Ano kaya ang panahon bukas? So you see, in Filipino, if we are wondering about anything, we can ask a question. We use a Filipino question word such as ano, followed by kaya. You can say, bakit kaya? Saan kaya? Alin kaya? So any of the question words can be followed by kaya to express that you are wondering about something. So wonder, though it does not directly translate to kaya, is represented by kaya. What? Ano? The? Ang? Weather? Panahon. Tomorrow? Bukas. Should I bring an umbrella? Magdala kaya ako ng payong? Should, kaya, I, ako, bring, magdala, umbrella, payong. Perhaps we do not go out. Wag na kaya tayong lumabas. Perhaps, again, you're wondering about something. You're considering maybe you should not go out. So, that is represented by kaya. We, tayong, do not, huwag na, go out, lumabas. Now let us look at the last set of examples using kaya, this time to ask a rhetorical question. Aren't we just wasting time? Hindi kaya nag-aaksaya lang tayo ng oras? Aren't, hindi kaya, we, tayo, just, lang, wasting, nag-aaksaya, time, oras. Why are we rushing? Bakit kaya tayo nagmamadali? Why? Bakit? Rushing, nagmamadali. Won't we get in trouble from this? Hindi kaya tayo mapahamak nito? Won't, hindi. Get in trouble, mapahamak. From this, nito. Now let us look at our next enclitic, which is yata. We use this whenever we are unsure about what we're saying, or we're making an assumption, or saying, this may or may not be true. Here are some examples. It might rain heavily tomorrow. Uulan yata ng malakas bukas. It might is represented by yata. Rain, uulan. Heavily, malakas. Tomorrow, bukas. Classes might be cancelled. Kanselado yata ang mga klase. Classes, mga klase. Might be yata. Cancelled, kanselado. I might have seen the message already. Nakita ko na yata ang mensahe. I, ko. Might have, yata. Have seen, nakita. The, ang. Message, mensahe. Already, na. Let us look at some more examples. Perhaps I will not go to the office. Hindi na yata ako pupunta sa opisina. So perhaps can be expressed as yata. I, ako, will not, hindi, go, pupunta, to the, sa, office, opisina. What about the word na after hindi? Hindi na is actually no longer or not already. It's just that we don't have that in the English version of the sentence. Perhaps me too. Ako rin yata. Me, ako, too, rin. I think we are not required to go in. Hindi yata tayo kailangang pumasok. I think with uncertainty is yata. We, tayo, are not, hindi, required, kailangang, to go in, pumasok. So you see, these are the different ways you can use the enclitic yata to express that you are uncertain or unsure about a statement that you are making. Our last enclitic word is pala, which we use to express by the way, actually, or a realization. Here are some examples. I just realized we have no milk. Ngayon ko lang naisip, wala pala tayong gatas. I, ko. Just lang. Realized, naisip. And in the Filipino version, we use the word ngayon. Ngayon in English is now. So we are actually saying, I just realized now. We, tayong. Have, no, wala. And milk, gatas. Now, because we are expressing that we just realized something, we use the word pala. Here's another example. So we need to stop at the grocery. Kailangan pala nating huminto sa grocery. As we are expressing a realization, we use the word so. We need to stop at the grocery. So can be expressed as pala. We, nating, need, kailangan, to stop, huminto, at the, sa, and we just use the English word grocery. I also need shampoo. Kailangan ko rin pala ng shampoo. So the person speaking also just realized that he also needs to buy shampoo. So, also is rin. Here are some more examples using pala. By the way, Jane called earlier. Siya nga pala, tumawag si Jane kanina. By the way, siya nga pala. Or you can also hear Filipinos say the shorter siya nga instead of siya nga. Called, tumawag. Earlier, kanina. And we said si Jane because in Filipino, when we refer to a person by name, we put si in front of the name. Apparently, she's leaving. Aalis pala siya. So we can also express apparently as pala. She, siya. Leaving, aalis. She is actually going to Australia. Pupunta pala siya sa Australia. Actually, pala. Going, pupunta. To, sa. These are the different ways that we can use pala. And take note that pala cannot exist by itself in a sentence. It cannot start the sentence. It needs a word before it. Just like our other enclitics that we have learned before. That is our lesson on the enclitics kaya, yata, and pala. I hope you found it useful. For your homework, as usual, practice using kaya, yata, and pala in your Filipino sentences. Have fun! I hope you can join us again next time on Araw-Araw Filipino. Thank you. Salamat po. Now, a few words from my son, Max.
Thought this video was cool? Watch the next one and like and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't yet.
Bye-bye!
Bye!